Welcome to the Famous Jawas series. In the previous 2 seasons of Famous Jawas, we have featured many interesting Jawas, telling you their backstories and giving you a look into their lives. In this special Where Are They Now episode of Famous Jawas, we will go and check back with some of these Jawas. This episode was sponsored by the Zuka Corporation.
Circa, anytime, anywhere, we're there. Except on Tatooine, as we have officially sold all our old assets there to the Chevu conglomerate. We certainly hope the new owners will be happy with all that old junk. Farewell Tatooine. Circa will stick to more hospitable worlds from now on.
In Season 2 we featured the successful scrap trading brothers Hadir, Nek and Izar. Together with their uncle Foolish, they would sell their scrap at various bazaars and markets across the galaxy, as well as visit customers at their private strongholds to sell scrap directly to them. Business has been very good for them ever since the scrap mafia was disbanded. So good that they had to hire more Jawas to help run their business. They currently have about 30 Jawas in their employ to help them sort and move scrap. It was during a trip to Rishi where the brothers met the Jawa Bigurt Jos. Bigurt Jos, who owns and runs the Bigurt Jos taxi company, was featured in Season 1. He has expanded his taxi company to many other planets in the galaxy. Uncle Foolish had the brilliant idea for the 3 brothers and Bigurt Jos to team up and create a scrap delivery service on worlds where the Bigurt Jos taxi company was in business. Bigurt was immediately intrigued by this idea. But that left one last problem. They would need someone to develop an app for their scrap delivery service. And so they approached the famous Jawa streamer, Jawa Arista, who was featured in Season 1. Jawa Arista has found great success with her YouTube video guides and video game streams. She had also created a website with an extensive scrap and materials database. This website has become very popular amongst Jawas to check where to find specific types of scrap. The brothers and Bigurt Jos asked Jawa Arista to develop the Scrap Dash app for them, and she agreed. In return for her services, they bought her a brand new Jawaware gaming laptop. And so, earlier this year, the Scrap Dash delivery service finally premiered. Customers can order the exact types of scrap and crafting materials they need, and then have them delivered right to them by one of Bigurt Jos taxis.
Go pudava dalva no confesco vami kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana zeno badahinakas chakosa bipanete mambe nenga unti ujakalopo chuvarakawanadabi.
The Scrap Dash service has been a massive success for all involved, and they are already looking to expand the Scrap Dash service to more planets. But not all Jawas featured on the show get a happy ending. In Season 2, we also featured the disappearance of the missing Jawa shaman, Lilac. Evidence was discovered of the Sith Empire's involvement in her disappearance, and as a result the Jawa Council imposed a scrap sanction against the Sith Empire. Jawas all across the galaxy pray to the first Jaraman for Lilac safe return. Ugnaught propaganda claims Lilac died many years ago.
For now, the disappearance of Lilac remains a cold case, despite strong evidence of the Sith Empire's involvement. They refuse to cooperate with our investigation. Unless more evidence or people involved come forward, the case might remain unsolved forever.
Not wanting people to accuse us of only showing heroic and good Jawas, we made the decision early on to also highlight infamous Jawas who do bad things. One of those Jawas was a Jawa known as Shifty Paranor, who we featured in Season 1. Paranor was the prime suspect of being the Shanini killer, and since that episode Paranor has been officially confirmed to be the Shanini killer. He escaped Tatooine and continued his murder spree of both droids and people across various other planets. Last year the naked Mandalorian Yana tracked him down to the planet Ilum and arrested him. Paranor is currently serving a life sentence for multiple murders and destruction of droids. Another infamous Jawa who we featured in Season 2 was the godfather of the scrap mafia, Al Jawan. Grandfather Jawa finally got all the evidence he needed to arrest Al Jawan. During his trial, Al Jawan was sentenced to life in prison for his involvement in the Suogade massacre, shaking down countless scrap merchants, and illegally smuggling scrap to Tatooine, and for not paying any scrap taxes.
I am innocent. All the accusations against me are lies. But I will have my revenge against that one-eyed.
After the Ugnaught breakout attempt last year, we decided to move all the dangerous prisoners in our maximum security prison to a newly designed top-secret prison ship. The location of this prison ship will be kept secret to prevent another breakout.
No doubt many of you watching will be relieved to hear that both of these Jawas are safely locked away in a top-secret prison ship, making it very unlikely that they will ever escape. The famous Jawa series would have never happened if it hadn't been for the Jarman Kara creating her /Jawa Face YouTube channel, and this year marks the 5th anniversary of the /Jawa Face channel. Kara, could you tell us how you came to start your YouTube channel?
Well, it all started when...
Sorry, but we ran out of time. It is my pleasure to announce that a 3rd season of Famous Jawas is on the way, where once again we will tell you about the lives and accomplishments of noteworthy and famous Jawas. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss these future episodes. Until next time.